Everybody wants to party and have a good time in the best way possible. So that's what you can look for or expect when you come to a show that I'm doing.
I completely agree with that.
Nice.
What's next?
I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna go right to the studio with this next album out. I'm going to Dubai next week with Chris Brown, so I gotta get over there and do that. Then I'm gonna get back home, get in the studio, finish this album, and get it out to you guys as soon as possible.
Awesome.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Great. So how are you enjoying the tour thus far?
It's amazing. All the bands, the Trace, Sunderland, Mom Society, all the guys, they're just good-hearted guys. We're just having a great time out here, just having fun, enjoying one another, and enjoying listening to each other's music. This is one of the only chances that artists have to listen to each other's music, so that's the best part to me, you know? Enjoying all the guys cleaning up, backing up, so everybody's just having a ball out here.
What's the funniest thing that's happened backstage?
Funniest thing that's happened backstage, well, I've had a couple on my own, like today. I was locked in my hotel garage, so I was just sitting there and the gate wasn't opening, so it made me late getting here. So that's something funny that happened. Other than that, just watching many wardrobe malfunctions, although I don't have many, so you know, just watching that stuff happen, it's hilarious. So it's a lot that goes down.
Is it hard to maintain relationships while you're on the road?
It really is. It just depends on the person that you're in a relationship with. If they totally understand, or if they can understand your schedule and what has to be done and then what needs to be done for that relationship, it can work, but it's a lot of work, so you just gotta pick wisely who you want to be in a relationship.
So for the fans who don't know, you've toured with Chris Brown, J. Cole, Jill Scott, Mike Posner, just to name a few.
Who we were here with Mike Posner as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So being on stage isn't really anything new to you, but do you ever get nervous or get butterflies before coming on stage?
Always. If somebody's walking through a door and you're following them, it's easy to follow somebody through a door. But when you got to go through the door first, it's so hard. So every night I'm on my own. Like tonight, I was sitting on the step. I was like, all right, breathe, don't mess up. You know what you got to say. You know what you got to do. You're in Toronto. Don't say Montreal. Stuff like that happens all the time. So you know, you just got to keep reminding myself. Sometimes I get butterflies, and sometimes I'm like ready to go. Like, let's go. Hoorah! 300. So you know, it just depends. But normally I'm nervous. Yeah.
So, is there any other kind of genre of music you would like to be doing other than the genre you're in now?
I love everything. So that's a really difficult question to ask me. I really love Taylor Swift. I really love, what's the name of this band? Mumford & Sons?
Yeah.
I love them. I love Adele. There's a lot of different, I like Justin Bieber. So there's a lot of artists that I like, and sometimes I run into them, we'll get to chat or whatever. Some artists I really want to work with, so you know, I just keep going until it happens. So there's a lot of people I like to collaborate with.
You've been in Toronto before, correct?
Yes.
Have you met any cool people, gone anywhere cool?
Oh man, I've met some of the most amazing people in Canada alone. Vancouver, Montreal, but Toronto is always a blast. I always have a ball. I always have fun. I always get a good panini, super sandwich, and tea type situation because the weather is always freezing. So I always get some good food and get to meet some good people. So I love it here in Toronto. Yeah.
Do you have any pre-show rituals?
I actually have no rituals. I probably don't do the same thing because something different is on my mind every show. So I don't know. I'm horrible at rituals because I'll forget to do it. So no, never. Besides pray, I like pray. But other than that, you know, don't put on the stinky sock. None of that.
So who are your musical influences?
Oh man, Michael McDonald, Phil Collins, David Foster is one of my favorite writers. Marvin Gaye, Al Green, just a lot of different art, and that's going to be a whole nother vlog itself. If you ask me who I love, I just love music. It's just a bunch of different people that I've taken something from along the way as I've grown. So I love a lot of people. David Bowie. The list goes on and on. So I'm not going to bore you with that.
Awesome. So, what does your contract writer call for in terms of backstage amenities?
Just a good old cold bottle of Gatorade. I'm not complicated, simple, straight down the middle. I don't necessarily need anything. Just give me a Gatorade, I'm good to go. Just ready to rock and roll, so that's all.
If you could be anybody, like a day in the life of kind of thing, who would you want to be?
I would want to be like any person.
Any person, dead or alive.
Man, that's a good question. Let me think. Forget that. Let me think. I could be anybody for a day. I would say the president, but I don't want to do that. It's a lot of stress. I'd like to be an athlete for a day. I would like to wake up, go to practice, because I'm an athlete too, so I would love to be an NBA guy, NFL guy, and just see what it's like just to get back into the flow of practicing. I miss practicing and stuff like that. I think I'd want to do that.
That's
I think
awesome.
I'd want to do that.
Okay, so now we're going to move into some more personal questions.
Oh God, all right.
What do you do on your days off?
Days off, I'm a very boring person. When I'm home, being that I'm out so much, I don't go out when I'm home. So I'm normally at home and writing, or I'm at the studio. If I'm not doing that, I'm playing basketball in the gym.
Nice.
That's about it. I'm boring. Nobody likes to visit. Nobody likes to come over. I suck. As a person, I'm not interested. It's whatever though. It pays off.
So what's in your DVD collection?
Oh man, I'm a big Will Ferrell fan and an Eddie Murphy fan. If you like Will Ferrell or Eddie Murphy, you are if you like Will Ferrell or Eddie Murphy, we are friends. We will be friends forever.
Anchorman is one of the best movies ever.
I got them all. Step Brothers, we just watched that. Coming Down, Trading Places, Coming to America. Just all of the Will Ferrell, Elf.
Yes.
We've got them all. Anchorman. Delirious, Raw, Blaze of Glory. I've got it all. Like I love it. I love those too. So that's in my DVD collection. I love to laugh, and this is me all day. Like so, I love to watch comedies.
What shows do you TiVo?
Oh man, I'm never home. I try to TiVo ESPN. I'm boring. I've got NBA TV, and if I miss the top 10 on SportsCenter, I'll TiVo that from like my iPhone. And that's about it. I don't know any new shows that's out. I wouldn't know. I want to catch Glee, but I'm just not home.
So who's your celebrity crush?
That's a good question.
That's a great question. But if I told you this, then the girls that do like me aren't going to like me anymore. But I'll go with this.
No, they won't like the girl. They'll still like you. They just don't like the girl as much.
It's just a crush.
I personally, I love Paula Patton. I love Zoe Saldana. I love a young lady named Dawn Richard. She's amazing. Bridget Kelly. That's gonna be another segment for another day too. I love them all. I love you all. I love you. I don't know what to do with that, but take it.
So what's the best advice you've ever gotten about being in the industry?
Oh man. No one can tell you what's in your heart. You know, there's a lot of people that'll try to get you to fit their formula or what has worked for someone else in the past or whatever, but as long as you're doing you and you're being true to yourself, you will always be ahead of the curve, you'll always be an original, and everybody agrees and everybody can connect to honesty. As long as you're being honest, people can connect with it. But if you're being someone else, people can pick up on that and then it's probably not going to be good for you. Just be honest, be yourself. Those are always the one that last longer than the formulas. So just be honest. People love honesty, so that's the best.
What's the worst piece of advice someone has ever given you?
The worst piece of advice someone's ever given me was, I've got a lot of bad advice. They're all from teachers too. And I remember your names. I'm not gonna put you out. I'm not gonna do that because I love you. The worst advice I've ever received was to wear shades. Somebody told me to wear shades on stage once. Like, I think it'll be more of an appeal if you wear shades. But it's like my eyes are, people like my eyes. So I think that would be the worst bit of advice that I've ever received. Wear shades. It's a little weird, but I forgive you.
Haters.
It works for Jason Rosen, but not for you.
It works for Jason, and Jay kills it.
Yes, he does.
But me, my head is small, so shades, I'm gonna look stupid. So I do it up shades for now. For now.
If I went through your iPod, what is the most embarrassing song I'd find on there?
Katy Perry, TGIF. I love that song, and it's not embarrassing to me because I don't even care. I don't care what any of you think. TGIF Katy Perry. I know all the words, play it every day. I gotta listen to it at some point. There's a party in my head. I love that song.
I was like,
And Rihanna, Hopeless Place.
I was expecting like body rockers instead of like Katy Perry.
No, like I'm telling you, I am weird. Like people, they don't like riding with me in the car because I don't play a song the full distance.
I'm the same way.
I cut it off. I'm like, you know what this sounds like? Katy Perry. You know what this sounds like? Gaga. So you know, I'm all over the place in the car. So nobody likes riding with me, but I love that song. Last Friday night.
So do you ever worry about whether people like you for you or because you're a celebrity?
I'm not a celebrity, and that's funny. I'm not a celebrity. Like, I don't think that, and I know a lot of people that think that, but they aren't. So I just really don't think, because celebrities wouldn't do this interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People that thought they were celebrities wouldn't do it. They wouldn't tweet. I'll tweet people.
Yeah, you tweeted me back so many times.
Yeah, so I'm not any of that. So I think that's just what keeps me here.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it keeps me here, but it just keeps me regular.
Yeah.
I don't like the extra attention. If it comes, I can deal with it. I've seen it and I've been around it. But I'm just regular. I like to go to the movies and throw popcorn 3 rows up. So I like getting kicked out. So I'm not a celebrity at all. So I don't know.
So my last question is, I am a huge James Addiction fan.
Okay.
And so I want to know what old school band, group, or singer that you're still into today.
I love Queen still.
My dad's your new #1 fan?
I love Poison. Guns N' Roses. I was listening to Dead or Alive the other day. I love Bon Jovi. So I'm a cowboy. I'm still horse I ride. Those power ballads, rock songs, Billy Joel. I love all of those songs, and at any given moment. Today I was listening to Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. I just love those songs. Those songs stand the test of time. You know, people play those songs at graduations, weddings. Those are just big songs, and I'm a fan of big songs. This is another reason why, me and Honest Society is just so close. We feel the same way about music. Keeping the integrity of it and wanting your music to outlast you as a person and an artist. So I just love those songs, those groups, and that time in music. So Kenny Loggins, this goes on and on.
Awesome. Well, that's it here from the Mod Club. If you haven't caught Aaron Camper on the Rock the Red Kettle tour, make sure to catch him. He's amazing, and you got to see him live. Thanks for chatting with me.
Keep on, keep it on, keep checking her out. AaronCamperMusic.com. We love her. Thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. All right.
We're out of here.